Yo, what it do? It's your boy Cev Aura. We about to get live, we about to get lit, so let's have some fun. Welcome to my second album reaction / review, and this time we're gonna do Getter's Visceral. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! In this very USB there is something very hot, something very fire, something that I cannot touch, but I'm touching it anyway, so that doesn't really make sense. What I have in here is a copy of Visceral that I bought on Amazon because for some reason it's not on Beatport, and I was very disappointed. So instead of buying it from iTunes, I thought, hey, maybe I could buy a better quality version on Amazon. So I went for it, but I looked at it on iTunes and it was the same amount if I bought it on the Apple Store, and that's okay. As long as I have the music, that's all that really matters. So let's get started. So I haven't heard any of these tracks yet, except for like Solo and All Is Lost. Colorblind, I've definitely heard Colorblind. So there's a total of 12 tracks, and then we're gonna start off with the first track called Purgatory. Purgatory? Let's go. Oh man, it feels like an earthquake. That's very eerie. I like it, yeah. I like it. The sub goes whoop, 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 whoop. Like you could really feel that. This is really good in like a very big sound system. This right here sounds like something I could rap to, something I could freestyle to with the homies. You already know, like, what's up, boom bap, yeah. Yeah. So, what I think about that track, starts slow, and then, for all us Getter fans out there, we're probably expecting something more heavy, something more dubstep related, but I don't think that's where Getter's trying to go with this album, so I'm going to keep myself an open mind because we should all keep an open mind when it comes to interacting with brand new music that these artists are trying to showcase to us, especially if they've been established in this game for like a long time. But anyways, let's go to track 2. It's called Part of Me, featuring Audio Opera. I feel like this album's gonna consist a lot of Foley, like very airy sounds. You hear that very low re-space underneath? Very classic Getter. I like this track a lot because it's 115 BPM, a little bit slower than normal tracks that would be in this genre. This tempo allows it to have a very good groove, like something slow, something you could drive around with, you know? It's got some future bass influences and elements in it, so I'm just gonna classify it as future bass. If not, someone comment below and be like, no, you are wrong, this isn't future bass. Okay, damn. You don't have to be so aggressive about it. But yeah, this track is pretty good. I like it. Let's move on to the next track. It's called Numb, featuring Alan Kingdo. Kingdo? I don't know. Again with the sparkles and the Foley. I guess this album's gonna have a lot of this. What am I to do? Hold up, I was not expecting that. What am I to do? Oh, yeah. I ain't gonna just freaking dope. I always love snares that sound a little not so traditional, a little more hip hop, a little more boom bappy. So yeah, these snares sound really good. By the way, Getter, are these in any of your sample packs? Because if so, let me know which one, and I'll just download it off Splice or something. Next track, I've heard this track already. I think we all have if you're watching this. It's called All Is Lost with Nothing and Nowhere. Yeah, I guess this album's just filled with a bunch of little airy intros and dope-ass Foley noises. I'm not complaining. I like it. Now, what I think about that track is when it first came out, I was really excited because it was going to tease up what this album was going to sound like, and it definitely held up to its expectation. Next song is called Best of Me featuring Sweet Sound. Can I just guess from like the rest of the tracks in this album has like some type of airy intro with Foley in it? We tried this, but now we're all good. As in the past, everything is so possible. To be honest, I don't know if I like this drop that much. The melody is not really going anywhere for me, but the rest of the track is pretty good so far, but this drop is just not doing it for me. I really do like the percussions and the drums in it. Like, again, good sample choices, good drums. The next song is called Release featuring Madoka. We actually started with chords this time. That lead sounds like a Juno. I'm not really familiar with synthesizers that well, but it's what it sounds like. This sounds like a track that I feel like the days have gone away. I'm inside my room, in my dark room, in the corner of my bed, with a blanket over me, and I'm just like telling myself everything's gonna be okay, because guess what? Everything will be okay. Yeah, very interesting track. It's mellow, very slow. I feel like this is a reflection of something bad that's happening in your life, and you just need a time and a place to just relax and just think and gather all your thoughts, and I feel like this is what this track is trying to show. Next track is called Colorblind. Has anyone not heard this yet? Different to Colorblind? Different album version? Okay. I feel like I already know all you producers out there are gonna take this bit, this very bit, and then just make a hard-ass remix to it. It's bootleg material. Getter, you knew that. I bet you knew that. You knew that, didn't you? Like, you already know that I'm gonna grab my laptop in the next hour and just sample it. Please don't sue me. The next song is called Made For You, Alone Again. I'm gonna count it to the Foley. That's a very big crush. That's a very big crushed intro. I like those chords that came in. I like this track a lot. It's got again, one of the slower tempo tracks in this album. I think a lot of the tracks here don't even reach 150 except for Colorblind? No. All Is Lost. 160 or 80 BPM. So there's a lot of slower tracks, which I dig. So the next track is called Bleed, featuring Namuel. Namuel? Namuel. I'm gonna just say Namuel. Let's go! Before this track even starts, I already know it's got that fully sprinkly intro. Oh, nope, it's just pads. Yep, pads. This sounds like a very cinematic intro, like 300 or something. I'm about to go out. I'm ready to fight this war. Like, what's up? What's up? You already know. I'm ready to fight. Let's keep going.
Yeah. Fabielli stepping out the door. Yeah. To the kitchen, super slipping if it's wrong.
Production-wise, this beat's pretty good. Pretty good. Lyrics. But I feel like the rapper's tone is just the way his voice sounds. It doesn't really sell it for me. Next song is called Hold On Tight, featuring Njomza. I think I'm butchering it, but let's go. Hold on tight. Does this count as a sprinkly fully intro? I think so. Those are some very interesting sound design chords. It's got that classic future bass vibe to it, like it goes like do 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 do.
Baby shark do 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 baby.
And the drums go. This sound right here reminds me of like a very early future bass track that was probably popping in 2014, and it's working now because you can distinguish the sounds that made you go back to those times. At least that's what's happening for me. Wow, it's got that very distinguishable future bass track that is very familiar with a wide variety of audiences. If you ever listened to Flume back in the day, then you would very recognize or connect this track to him in a way. Thank you, Flume, for being the pioneer of future bass. And if I got that information wrong, please comment below because I just want to be right. The next track is called Solo with Party Nails. Let's go. I've heard this track already, but let's do it. Let's hear it one more time. It's got that very flowing intro.
You touch my heart when you smile my eyes. You're rolling so
This track is very good. It's one of the very first singles that he released before we even had the idea or clue that he was releasing Visceral as a whole entire album. But yeah, I really like this feature. Party Nails did a very good job. Let's move on to the very last track. It's called On My Way Out, featuring Joji. Again, it's got that very fully pad, airy intro. This album's full of that. Almost every track. This has a very good groove forward to hear on the Visceral album preview. Can Getter and Joji get a round of applause, please? But mostly Getter, yeah, mostly Getter. Woo! What I want to say about that last track is that it's very good. I like it. But I feel like Joji's vocals were very buried in the mix, or they weren't as prominent as they could have been. And maybe that was intentional because Getter wanted to focus on the production more, which I understand. But overall, it's a very good Joji feature. He didn't say much. Just being honest. But overall, I really do like this album. I want to spend like 1 week driving around in my car, just listening to this album back to back, and just immersing myself in this world that Getter created for us. And I really like where he was going with this album because it just shows his versatility and how tired he is of making dubstep and trap. Can you tell? Can you tell? There wasn't a lot in this album, and I'm perfectly fine with that because this is something very artistic, something that he could call his pride and joy because he put a lot of his heart into this. And it shows because it's very emotional. It's the sound selection and the samples all fit very well with his original and new style. So I hope that Getter is coming out with more songs like this in the future, but I also hope that he comes out with them bangers, like those dubstep bangers that we all enjoy and love and enjoy the headbang, you know? But anyways, thank you so much for making it to the very end of this album reaction of Getter's Visceral. If you enjoyed this, please give it a like, comment down below because it really helps me out to see if you guys like these or not. And if not, I'll just stop doing these and just go back to focusing on my music. But last week's video of San Polo's album 1 review, I had a lot of positive feedback, and so what the heck. I'm gonna do Getter's album too because I was anticipating this album so much. And oh yeah, all those YouTubers are saying make sure to click that bell icon down below so you can get notified when my brand new video comes out. And please do that. Please do that for me. Please do that for your boy. I know we just met, but you're gonna see a lot of me from here.